Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? Salute, salute, salute. Happy Monday, everybody. It's another day. Thank God we're alive and well. Uh, just be thankful to be alive, man. Y'all see how precious life is, especially these days, man. People coming and going like crazy. So yeah, be thankful. You just waking up. You feel me? Straight up, simple shit in life. Even if all your money ain't right, are you alive? Yeah, well, you got the opportunity to go get some more money. You feel me? Let's get this on going. Pink Meadow, salute to the Queen. And Willis, salute to you, bruh. Southern T Boxing and Sports, TWT in the building. What to do, Tizzle? Quee, First Lady, TWT in the building. What's going on, my love? Good morning. Sports matchup, D3, TWT, DC in the building. Syria 357, TWT in the building. Combat Toolback, what's good, my brother? Josh Sanders 86, TWT in the building. What's good with you, my brother? Let me drop y'all flames real quick. We're gonna get it going, y'all. We're gonna get it going. All right, there we go. We flamed it up one time for the one time. All right, let's get it. We had the fight card weekend over with. It's in the books. Congrats to all the winners, all the participants on the card. Uh, we seen some decent fights. You know what I'm saying? We've seen um, some good performances. We can say that. Shout out to what's the T? What's your young fighter name? T? What's your young fighter name? Uh, Young dude. He got the first round KO. His name on the tip of my tongue. Uh, oh man, he got the first round knockout. Came his name just slipped by me that quick. Yeah, Trayvon Marshall. Yeah, shout out to young Trayvon Marshall, man. I like homie style, man. Homie can fight. Shout out to the young goon, man. He did his thing. Uh, hey, man, they got it's folks out here that you better watch out for, man. Folks out here sleeping, and they letting folks get their work in. Guess what? Don't be surprised. All these prospects that's getting all this clout and all this attention, they better stay on their job. Telling you now, they better stay on their job ASAP. Because if they don't, it's some other ones that's not getting as much attention as some of them. They're gonna come and snatch it from them. They're gonna snatch that cookie from them. Real talk. I see it coming. I see it on the horizon now, y'all. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. I see it on the horizon right now. These folks gonna start getting all these people that was getting all this clout, especially some of these prospects. They ain't gonna be able to live up. Ah, damn. Never mind. Got to rock it that way. Headset died. Gregory X, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yeah, so Marshall did his thing, man. I want to see more from the prospect. A lot of these prospects, if they want willing to stay busy, these promoters, these managers got to keep these young goons busy because some of them want to fight 5, 6, 7 times a year if they can, you know. And let them young goons go. They young. Let them go. Hard West, what's good with you, bro? You see what I'm saying? They young. Let them young goons get in there and get it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, bro. Like, you don't want to wait till your 30s, 31, 32 to just start fighting your best competition. You turn pro in your 20s, man, get it in early. Get a lot of these tough battles and these accolades, these career defining fights out of the way early, man. You know what I'm saying? If you take a loss early, bro, you always could bounce back. You know what I'm saying? They so fixated these days on, oh man, if I lose, oh my God, man. In every sport, every aspect of life, it's gonna be a winner, it's gonna be a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't end who you are, what you doing if you lose. But the media has tainted a lot of these fighters' mental and how they think about stuff because they say if you lose, guess what? Your career is done. And they create these narratives for these fighters. That's why a lot of these fighters don't want to get in there and do shit because they assume, yeah, if I lose, they finna start bashing me or saying I'm trash, I'm this, I'm that. And it happens all the time anyway. So it's like, I mean, they got every reason and every right to feel that way because they do it all the time. But they ain't look the best. They say they trash. I ain't gonna say a person trash, but I could tell you, I'd be honest and be like, if you put him in there with, like, for instance, Andre, good win, you won. You know what I'm saying? Him and Demond Nicholson, I mean, good fight. Was it the best fight? Kind of sloppy, but Andre got the win. No injury. He ain't complaining about it. Pushed through, and you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Shout out to both men for getting in the ring, but that fight was a little sloppy. You know what I'm saying? They was all over the place for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People was more so wanting to fight rather than box. And I had said that during the commentary when we was calling the fights. People coming in here trying to, this stage is too big. Well, it's not too big, but you could tell some of them it's the biggest stage they've been on because they was hunting for knockouts. 512. Boxing AK Big Tex was good, bro. Let me drop you that flame. Yeah, a lot of people was trying to fight, just brawl rather than just box, set it up and go from there. Like I say, Tank was the most comfortable person because he's used to being on this stage at this point. So I expected him to, what I'm saying, be calm, be cool. That was that. They were just trying to fight, man. Like brawl, brawl, brawl. Like, man, set up a jab, man. What's up with all these people, man? These trainers, they teaching these fighters not to jab. I'm trying to figure out why are people constantly abandoning the jab. I mean, more and more I see, I'm looking at training camps, training footage and videos, y'all. These trainers are lacking, y'all. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are lacking bad. They are removing the jab out of fighters' arsenal. They removing the jab out of folks' arsenal, bro. And then when they run into a person that knows how to properly box and use their jab, they get it in a formal way, kind of getting exposed because they don't even really seem like they don't even know how to defend it since they took it out their game and their repertoire. Fighters not even using a jab. Andrade and Nicholson both have nice reach. Nobody was establishing the jab and the distance and the range. Not a soul. They jab when they wanted to. They was fighting. I'm cool with it. But if you trying to go for a knockout, which I can tell they were, bro, you got to jab. You got to set the knockout up. You're just not finna walk in and yeah, let me knock you out. And boom, you gonna knock the dude out. You know what I'm saying? I think Nicholson, did fight better and a lot better than people expected it. He made that fight a lot harder on Andre. So Nicholson, hey, you rose your stock. Andre, in a sense, like you didn't. I mean, you didn't really raise your stock. You got to win, and you at 168. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about Andre and Nicholson right now. But yeah, them folks didn't even. You know what I'm saying? They was in there tying up, and then Andre to push him to the ropes, lean on them, and then it was tackling and stuff in there. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro. We playing football or we boxing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people feet get tied up and tangled up from time to time, but that was a little overkill. You know what I'm saying? Like they was on the ground um, from simply not being knocked out a punch. They was on the ground from somebody tackling or falling over each other and stuff. That was just sloppy to me. Like, come on, man, y'all professionals, y'all 30 got over 30 fights apiece. Come on now. No, y'all got more balance and more control than that. Just do. My brother TWT in the building. What's going on, Dewey? Let me drop that flame for my brother. What's going down, dude? Oh, I got it on. Yeah, so that was just me, man. I mean, good win, good fight. It ended up turning out to be a better fight towards the back half because I mean they started fighting a little bit more and there wasn't so much time though, but still overall good fight. Grass Demetrius Andrade, he got the win. Um, Congrats to Desmond Nicholson putting up a good performance and making Andre fight a little bit more than he would like and made it a little bit tougher than I mean some might expect. And hey, it is. Um, what's next for him? I mean, I mean that was his first fight. I mean he can fight. I'm so more so with it's Andre's style more than his skill set. He got a weird ass style. See what I'm saying? Andre got this weird, funky, wild mongoose style, and it makes him wild, and that's gonna get him fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean he can't fight, but against somebody who's a more solid puncher who use a consistent jab and can bring the pressure to him, that style is gonna get his ass in trouble. He could, surprise people and catch people with some of that wild stuff, but you couldn't officially catch Desmond Nicholson with Demond Nicholson with that. So Charlo being a better fighter, you're gonna have even a harder time trying to even hit Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So or Morel or Benavidez, like you're gonna have some fights against these dudes, and I don't see you beating the Morel Benavidez or Charlo. I don't. I'm just gonna keep or Caleb Plant. I don't see him beating him. I don't. There's no disrespect. Styles make fights, and who can effectively implement their style in that fight. I don't see it in that. I got some ad stuff I'm setting up or I'm changing it. I'm trying to get them situated. So I turn my super chat off. Y'all want to support the channel? The Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of that red bar right there. Y'all use that. Y'all want to, what I'm saying, bless your boy pockets. Y'all do that. That's where it hit that joint at. So I say, uh, Vito Nikki, good fight, man. I like Vito Nikki. Hmm. Uh, Vito Nikki is a good fighter, man. He's filling out. He has filled out into his body more. I mean, overall, good fighter, man. Um, he more on the chill side. They giving him more press and more hype, but I mean, he seemed to be a pretty grounded dude based off what I've seen over him over the last year or two. He seemed to be a pretty laid back, cool young dude. I like Vito Nikki. He can fight too. Tay Queen of MMA and Combat ENT TWT in this joint. What's going on, Tay? How you doing, Queen? So with Vito Nikki, I like to see, you know, what's the next move for him. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna be the next move? You know, a lot of these fighters, they're young. Let me see what y'all next moves are. Stay active, stay busy. And we want to see them grow. You know what I'm saying? But we want to see these fighters properly. Like, you have tough fights, you get a couple touch ups in, you need to be back to the grizzly. As soon as you get through with them touch ups, we asking as true boxing fans, you know what I'm saying? Give us something worth looking at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't mind paying our money, but shit, as long as if it's worth it, then we don't have no problem. Like us to break our neck to pay for no C minus ass card. You know what I'm saying? But this was a good card though. Did I expect some of the fights to be a little bit better? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hmm. But I'm glad the way it panned out because some people was getting a lot of clout and preconceived notions about fighters, and they wanted to put the cart before the horse. But then you see the fight, and you see certain fighters have a few holes in there that are more glaring now. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about it's okay, yeah, to run in and see one true enough. But it was some stuff in there where you could tell he's still young. I can tell you that now. You got the talent in the world, but your mental for us, ring IQ and different stuff like that, you have it. Get back, I can see you can get off your game, and he got off his game. That is something that you can do in the fences against Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford, or even a Keith Thurman, you know. But I get to that here in a minute. Now, Speedy versus Villa. Speedy for the first 8 rounds, Speedy did wonderful. Speedy had a game plan that was working. He was frustrating Villa. Emmanuel H, appreciate you the cash, yeah, my brother. A1 Hoops on. He was boxing beautiful, moving in and out. But after about round 8 ended going into round 9, his gas tank started to dwindle drastically. And his movement, his activity, like his whole body language changed. Like it was night and day. And punch that Villa not able to land at first, he started at wheel or way more often. Them body shots start to land that wasn't landing at first, and that started to take Speedy's legs away. That started to take his gas tank away even more. Some of them shots, them looping hooks and overhands that wasn't landing from Villa at first, they start to land. Then he hurt him. It's always bad when you start to get tired and you get clipped. And that's what we started to see. He started that pressure that he was coming with started to be more effective because he was the naturally bigger dude, longer reach, like he was the bigger fighter, period. And he started to do what? It started to take a toll on Speed because he started to, lose he got tired and then he started getting hit. Then he got hurt and he was trying to recover. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't recover right away because he was still loopy. So he was trying to, he couldn't even hold on or tie up Vila properly because he was still loopy. You know, he was still loopy in the brain. That's why he was steady. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even hold them. Like his balance was still off. Then he finally pulled it together. But then you standing in the mid range and you got clipped again. Like he not beating Boots. He got to get his gas tank up. I still like to see the fight next. Speedy and Boots. I still like to see it. You know what I'm saying? There'll be another good fight for him. Or if he can get him, go fight Vila. You know what I'm saying? Fight Vila. We don't know what's the next play or next move for Earl Spence. We still waiting for his announcement. If he fighting in April, who is he gonna fight? You know what I'm saying? So that's that's what we waiting on. Get Speedy or Vila. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. You knock them off, shit. Increasing your resume. Like you need more fighters on your resume. Like Karen, we wasn't expecting him to do that, but man, he made, bruh, OG Eric in St. Louis. He made now. Karen made Boots fight harder than he had to because you going for a knockout. Let's keep it a buck. He wanted to knockout. He wanted to send a message, send make a statement, and send 147 a message and notice like it don't matter who y'all put in the ring. I'm stopping these cats. You know what I'm saying? But in the same time, you was missing footwork and movement and just angles. You had footwork and you fought well. You won it. You won 80% of the rounds. But in doing so, you winning those rounds, we seen some different holes in the game that were able to be exposed. You can win rounds. You can take control and you won the fight. That's easy. UD. But there's some stuff in there we could take away from that fight and be like, okay, Boots. They tried to say you was a complete fighter. You got some stuff you got to work on, son. And Karen took all your best shots. Karen took all the best shots. They wanted to say he got the most power and fucking weight. He hit the hardest, but you couldn't drop him. And he's not even considered as one of these top dudes. You couldn't even drop the man. You wanted to, it just didn't happen. And I'm thinking about myself like, whatever that was Bud, EJ hitting you flush with them shots. We know Bud and EJ, they can. But what are the ones hitting you with them shots? That don't mean that you was gonna lose or you got knocked out. But these are more skilled fighters with power and experience, and they champions. You good, all West? Do your thing, bro. Like that's all we saying. That don't mean that they gonna beat him. Well, I got EJ beating him still. I always had. But at the same time, you got to think about it's levels to these fighters and these opponents that you fight. And nobody on that you have fought, even Karen or Spencer's level. That's just keeping it a book. That don't mean he can't do it. But we just saying we seen you getting hit and clipped flush by a person that only had 11 knockouts. I mean flush too. People are not about to see and study the tape that on what Karen did and in Boots. People gonna take that and like, okay, we see how you can have some success on Boots, and they want to talk about his defense and all that, but shit, he get hit quite a bit too. Let's just keep it a buck. And he was getting get hit flush way more than EJ. Look what y'all talking about. An EJ a pressure fighter. I don't see EJ getting hit flush that many times. Like, nah, here and there, but every round, damn near, especially on the back half of the fight. After round 6 or 7, shit, all the way through, we seen them get every round. No bullshit. Yeah, well, you kept saying, and Boots, he still wasn't them guy. He still that generational talent. But I want people to allow that man to grow. Quit putting him above everybody when there's levels to this shit. You gotta go through the ringer to be that man. You gotta go through that fiery hell pit to be the man. You're not gonna go get that status as being the man truly until you go beat somebody or until you prove that you are the man. Yeah, good fight by Boots. I feel like that wasn't his best performance, but he still fought well. He's still my guy. Can just like everybody can critique Earl or Bud or anybody else, Deontay Wild and all that shit. Boots, he not a pro. He can get critiqued too. He had a on his eye because he was getting caught. But just keep it a buck. A person that they thought he was gonna go in there and just flat out wash, guess what? He put up a fucking fight. That's what we asking people to do. Don't go in there. Yeah, Karen wasn't scared of Boots. Other fighters are scared. Is Boots still a hell of a talent? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, he is. That don't change nothing. Like we know he's still a dog. The dude got the skills to pay bills, he can fight. But you still, even with having skills to pay the bills, you have to become a complete fighter by being able to put it all together. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like you have all the tools and you can have all the tools in the world. For example, if you got a toolbox, right? A tool set with all your ratchets and your socket wrenches and all that shit. Yeah, we know that the tool set got the slots in there for all pieces. But what if all the sockets ain't in that toolbox? Is that a complete toolbox? No, you have it, but you ain't got all the pieces in there. A few of those socket and wrenches are missing. They in the garage somewhere. So that's how I look at that. He got all the tools in the book, all the tools in the tool chest. But somebody that took a few of those tool chests, them pieces out. So you gotta learn how to put it all together, even on the big stage under the big lights. I mean, it could be a main event, but if you gonna be on your biggest stage, you gotta you gotta if you because you in Apple Tank box the whole fight and gotta stop it. Hurt man made him quit. At big boy status. Tank ready for that main event slot. EJ he go on. He's the main event slot against who? Danny Ugas. Been main events. What happened? You get tougher competition and you get UDs and shit or stoppages. T Hunt, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up, man. That's all I've said. Shout out to Team Boots, Team Ennis. I like they got energy. I like Bozy energy. I like how Bozy and Derrick James energy is cool. They got mad respect for each other. I like the way Derrick James and Calvin Ford got mad respect for each other and rock each other. And I just respect how they rocking Jelly Bean 4280. What's good with your fam? I just appreciate how they move, you know what I'm saying, being genuine and authentic, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got a lie cap to say that EJ is the #1 welterweight right now. He been, you know what I'm saying? That's just keeping it being 100. But people see them belts and all that and still try to tell you Terrence is #1. Nah, nah. So that's all my thing. Boots is still one of them talented guys, but let's just keep it 100 though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, combat tool bag. That's dope to see, my brother. You feel me? Like I mean, I don't like when trainers be hating on trainers or trying to hate on the fighter because they got a son or a fighter that they feel might be better or a contemporary or anything like that. Like have respect for the fighter and the camp and the team. Talk your shit, but don't disrespect them. He grind and work just like y'all. See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like you don't have to have malicious intent. Like Devin I do, but I agree. Bullshit talking about tanking and shit. Come on, y'all. Like Haney's, come on, y'all want Tank Fame. Y'all want that starter that Tank got. I get it. You got to put yourself in position to get that shit. Y'all did the hard getting the legacy stuff. Now you got to get a pay-per-view fight and a pay-per-view card put together, and it got to sell. It's the only way you gonna do it. Bullshit. If you gonna fight long, y'all need to fill that card out right. You fill the card out right, you keep people interest early in the card. So by the time the main event come and the co-main comes around, everybody still is, on the edge of their seat because what you done gave them some good fights and shit. Come on, man. Shit out there hard, y'all. Situations situations ain't that hard. The people make the situations hard. But they are disrespect the fighter, the trainer, the camp, and it's just shit talking. It's the difference between talking shit and being disrespectful. It's a clear cut line. Shit like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I know you can fight. You know what I'm saying? I know you this, you that, but bam. Disrespect is, oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass, but nigga, fuck your mama, everything, your family. I'm gonna eat your kids. I'm gonna, see that's where it just go overboard. Like, bruh, stop. You fight to get paid to feed your family. You go ahead and do something to somebody's family and see don't your ass end up in jail and you won't ever be fighting again. Like, folks gotta use their brain. Think about the shit you say before you say it. Straight up. Use y'all brain. Y'all out here saying all these other things that you gonna do. You gonna pull up on this person, that person, X, Y, and Z. You know you this on wax. So if anything ever happens to those people, you incriminate yourself because it's recorded on wax and they can go play it and use it in the court of law as evidence. No, don't y'all see what's going on now with these RICO cases with these rappers and stuff like that? Same thing. So, folks need to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what you're gonna do or what you're gonna say before you do it, and stop making so many threats and talking about what you're gonna do to folks, and then expecting people just to not say nothing or not feel no type of way. Well, newsflash: you can't threaten people's family and kids and wife and etc. And they just gonna be, it's okay. He didn't mean it. No, they know what you're saying. They know you meant it. Come on now. And someone want to play the victim. Don't try to play no victim when you was the one talking all that shit. See what I'm saying? Like don't try to play no victim role now. We just talking shit. It's boxing, man. It's boxing. Yeah, but you went too far. And now you got people ready to, what I'm saying, get at you. And now you want to, get loud. Yeah, no sir. Nobody got time for that weak ass shit. Hell no. Ain't no way. But it's just the way it goes, man. There's a lot of jealousy, hate, you know, it never fails. People mad because they want to be in certain fighter shoes or in their position, you know, and they not. So guess what? They be crying and whining and complaining with if it is this and he only doing this, got this because of this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did you do it? Nah. All right, then. Well, shut up. You know what I'm saying? They be complaining about what one person doing when they ain't even try to do it their damn self. Oh, that one. Then I could. Well, why you didn't go do it if you could have done it? Shoulda, coulda, woulda ass energy and folks. Oh, I could have done that. No, you could have, but you didn't. Did nobody do what Devin did but Devin? Oh yeah, you good A1. Everybody know supposed to be working. You know what I'm saying? Like shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anywho, you know, that's how I'm looking at that, man. So on to the main event though, man. Tank did something I've been wanting him to do is box more. You know, he don't have to have this crazy high output on punches because when he hits you, he can hurt you. So, you know, a lot of people are like, well, you want Tank to be more active, more busy, but Tank can counterpunch. And he got power that at 135 and down, nobody else hitting like that. Nobody else cracking like how Tank doing at 135 or low. I mean, monster crack, but not like that. Straight up. He can crack, don't get it twisted, but they ain't cracking, not like Tank. Like this let me know Tank really hit hard, because guess what? Guess what? He disconnected him, had him sitting over there. Eyesight was all blurry because he got cracked like 3 times in a row in that same side of the face on the eye part. You know, I mean, like I said, they not cracking like that, bro. Like, Tank boxed, set him up. Hector Garcia put up a good fight. I mean, he fought. He came to fight. I mean, he did some work. It ain't like he didn't do no work to Tank. You know what I'm saying? So all these everybody's favorite fighters, guess what? Everybody's favorite fighters get hit. You feel me? Everybody's favorite fighters get hit. Whether a little bit or a lot of bit, your favorite fighter gonna get touched. Now, as I say, it's about getting hit flush constantly or repetitively. You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over. That is what we talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't want to. They refuse to identify. You're gonna get hit, but it's about getting hit flush constantly. Like you can go get hit, you might get touched, you know. So that's the thing. But when you constantly getting hit with those ones that make people say, ooh, like, ooh, that's what you don't want. See, that's what you should need to get out the way of and should be avoiding. The ones that got the crowd ooh and I because you didn't got your bill wrong. That's what you should be getting out the way from and trying to avoid. It's almost impossible not to get touched in boxing. You feel me? Nearly impossible not to get touched. I mean, it's a combat sport. Of course, you're gonna get hit. It's just about how you get hit. Some people can roll a punch, some people can't. But what Tank did was box into it. He set him up for a knockout. You know what I'm saying? He baited him in, you know. He jabbed, he did what he had to do, and then got him out of there. Great performance. It's all a good performance. Boots. Very good performance. You can tighten up on a few things, but very good performance, man. Overall, the fight card was a success. You had people on the card that people wanted to see. Tank, you paired yourself up on the card with, Boost, Andre, you know, you put Vito Milnicki on there. Like you put people on the card that, hey, good shit, man. Shout out to, Showtime, GTD Promotions. Shout out to Tank Davis. I pray, what anything that's outside the ring works out for you so you can continue to fight. I pray that, him and his family, they get whatever help they need to make sure they can coexist, to be on the same page. And, Tank is a generational talent. We want to see generational talents fully blossom. So I hope and pray for his well being and his family well being. You feel me? Like straight up. Devin is a generational talent. We pray for their well being. Shakur, like all these fighters, man, I pray that their well being is A1 and they continue to blossom and thrive and grow as fighters, man. They generational talent. We need those type of people to blossom and finish and continue their career. Look how many fighters that were generational talents that fell victim to being sick or drugs, alcohol abuse, pills, uh, domestic, or just can't stay out of trouble. They never reach their full potential. Why? Because they weren't able to do or fulfill their destiny or fulfill their role that they had in this thing. Like you get the Lord bless you with talent for a reason. You got a job to do. You got to display that talent. You got to go out and go use them gifts. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you doing might have a similar story, might inspire hundreds and thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? That come from that same type of environment or that same type of background or some of the same things they grew up around. So, we should hope and pray that they do. Now, if people continue to put their foot in their mouth, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like we can be behind and support you and want you to do the best. But if it's your fifth, sixth, seventh time doing some shit, we just gonna be like, hey, that's just who that person is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Tangy Show, he he a star, man. He can bring out crowds. Tank gonna feel the asses in the seats, man. And that's some whether he got undisputed or all the belts or anything, he can put asses in the seats. If this the way his cards gonna be going, not all of them gonna be as good as this one, but if they're gonna be legit cards, yet again, he also put himself in position. Again, you see what I'm saying? He put himself in better position to be a bigger draw at this point. You had another 19,000 or something they say that was in there, I think. So it's like he is putting himself, he putting himself up there, man. So congrats to Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm glad that the fight call was a success. We didn't hear about nobody not getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody came out say, hey, when they check their bank account, the checks didn't clear. So we glad to hit for that as well, where people not going out there and doing a job and then not getting paid. So nobody has heard about it. Nobody money short, no nothing. So you got a successful card. Tank Davis should be happy and he should be proud of himself, man. You helped put together a good card, whether you selected those fighters or not. You was the main event, it was your card. So Tank, let me go ahead and drop this with Tank Davis in the fight card. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fight card, dope fight card this weekend. Hey, every fight ain't always gonna be pretty. Not gonna always be how you want it. But can you prevail? Can you overcome and still win? That's what make the greats, that will make Hall of Famers, that will make champions. When it's not going the way you want it or how you expect it to go, and you're still able to make something out of nothing, that's what make champions. That's what it does. Those become greats, man, because they find a way to win. Don't matter how they win, they're gonna find a way to win. Those fighters right there. That's what I say. We can critique. It doesn't take away. Like it doesn't mean Boo Boo is a trash fighter because we can critique and say that he didn't look the best. It doesn't take away that Boots is a generational talent. The fact that we can say that he got hit more than we would like to see, and somebody that can move and use angles, kind of presented some form of issue. That doesn't mean that he ain't still the goods. It means that he the goods, but he got shit to work on. They not perfect. So of course, but you critique Boots and stuff, and then folks want to tell you or come at you like you hating or something and calling you a Earl or a Bud fan or sexual or a dick rider because you critique who? Boots. Oh, you just saying that because you don't want him to fight EJ. No, we saying that because that's what the fuck we saw. And if your man's getting there with EJ, he not gonna have time to think or breathe or move. That's what people Boots, Bud, they like to think in the fight. Oh, let me outthink you with my brain. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't even have to outthink them when they right there and they doing the same thing and they able to be hit. Bruce Gas Jackson the more, what's good with you, my brother? What's going down? So that's just what I'm looking at. Like some stuff is it's just crazy how people will twist and change narratives and words just to make their fight or make their opinion look good and to try to belittle yours and something like that. Like, come on, man. I've seen a lot of people, yeah, time ticking for EJ. Man, I hope Boots let Boots get in there with EJ. I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be. Telling y'all that now. It's not gonna be what y'all think it's gonna be. At the best, that fight is a 60-40 fight, not 50-50. I'm sorry. Boots is a talented guy. He got the skills, but Earl is a complete fighter and knows how to not get off his game plan, stick to the script, and make adjustments on the fly. Derrick James will tell him something, then he let EJ go make the decisions and make those moves. Yeah, listen to him talk. Like I asked him what he's seeing, we make our adjustments and we go from there. Yeah, that's smart coaching and smart training. You know what I'm saying? Bozy is there too. But Boots at times then he kind of deterred from the game plan what Bozy was saying. That's what you can't do. That's what you can't do against EJ. You can't deter from your game plan and not be able to, cover that on the fly on your own. Because you doing that, it got you, it started getting you hit flush. And you start swinging, and, loading up and swinging for the fences and was missing at times. That ain't no hate. That ain't saying that you ain't sorry. I mean that you a bum or nothing. That nigga is the good. Boots is the goods. You see what I'm saying? Boots is the good. But he got some stuff he got to tighten up on. There was a lot of people trying to make it seem like he was the perfect fighter. Bud got flaws and EJ got flaws, but Boots was just this remarkable specimen that don't make mistakes. That's how they try. That's how they push him, or they try to revere him. Nah, son. Nah, son. You got work to do. You got some work to do. You got all everything you need, but you got some work to do. Tank, he got some work to do. Tank can be more active. You know what I'm saying? He can control or dictate the pace a little bit better, but it works for him. Kano Loco, salute to you, bro. What's going down? It works for him because everybody don't punch like motherfucking Tank Davis. So he can, shorten his punch output by 15 punches because when he hit your ass, the shit does something different. Mm-hmm. When he hits you, it does something different to you. People have a different reaction to their body when you get cracked by Tank Davis. See what I'm saying? So everybody won't be able to do what Tank's doing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's his style. But he did box well though. And what I wanted him to do, box. Just box, bro. We know you got the power to knock him out. But start boxing these dudes' socks off and irritate them and then crack their ass. Watch how much easier the fights become for him. You see what I'm saying? Watch how much easier those fights start to become for him because people got a plan for more than him just loading up on a punch. That's why I said they sleep on Tank Davis. Ring got cute. They sleep on Tank Davis. Boxing IQ. They only want to tell you that he can punch and knock folks out. Wrong. The man can box. Now, is he on Devin or Shakur's level of a boxer? No. But is he far off? Maybe not so far off, but they are better boxers because it's their bread and butter. Tank knock folks out. So he catered to what? Knocking folks out. I mean, it's just simple as that. He catered to knocking folks' head off. But he can't box. His defense is better than some. Sometimes Tank can let people get theirs off because he don't respect their power. He'll let them get them a few off and then blast their ass. Every fighter can't do that. Some fighters can take off 30 seconds here or there. Some can't. Yeah. I mean, it's just that simple, bro. It really is. It's that simple. These people's style, man. The style. So, what's next for Tank? I don't think Ryan Garcia never thought he was gonna get in the ring with Tank Davis. I I never thought he would. I never expected him to because he just a duck. And now you going mean to tell me that you gonna not take a tune up and you gonna go right in the fight with Tank and let him get a fight in and you don't? Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah, T Hunt. I was talking about that the other day too. Like they sleep on his boxing IQ, his boxing ability, uh, being able to set traps. You know what I'm saying? Like make fighters think it's one thing and then he's fast enough and quick enough, even with his height disadvantage, to make people pay. Tank has specialized in fighting who? Bigger fighters, because 99% of the fighters he's gonna fight bigger than him. So it don't matter about them being bigger than him because his whole life he's been fighting people that's bigger than him. See what I'm saying? Like he has adjusted to that throughout his whole career, being a smaller guy and being able to, you know what I'm saying, make some shit happen. So on that note, hell, being taller than him, he used to it. I say out of all the shorter fighters, he has probably mastered um, fighting taller fighters. He probably has mastered that art, and now they're gonna have trouble because the more he keeps boxing himself into knockouts, it's gonna make him that much harder for Devin, Shakur, for anybody to beat him. If he's boxing and then setting up a knockout, it's gonna make Tank hard to beat, man. If he boxing with you and then crack you, then keep boxing, then crack you, then box, then like rather than just coming on Rambo Renegade mode. Man, Nitty G, salute, fam. What's good with you, bruh? That's all I'm saying, you know. But again, overall, dope card, man. Because now you about to get your Earl Spence on, right? The reason I say that, because now you have Al Heyman as your advisor. You got your promotion company. Now every time you have a fight, it's gonna be GTD, not Mayweather. Same shit that Earl Spence has going on. Anytime you see a PBC Showtime card, you see what? Hmm. Man down promotions. So that's gonna help build this brand. He showed he can sell, just like Earl. No matter pretty much who you put in there with him, they'll draw. So, you know, people gonna pull up. You're gonna get 250 to 300,000 people that's gonna tap in and watch their shit. It is what it is. So now he's gonna start to get that promotional bag. Like he probably got it this fight. You being a promoter, you're gonna get some that promotional bag, that promoter's bag, plus that fighter's bag. That's a different type of bag. That's a different type of bag, y'all. Because now you're getting two checks. You cut out the middleman price of paying a promoter because you are the promoter now. Why y'all think Earl ain't been his own promoter so long? Because again, TGB is PBC's promoter. That means Al Heyman paid that. That's who PBC paid to promote their fights. That's their promoter. That's why Man Down so prevalent and so heavy. So he his own promoter. He meant he his own promoter. He didn't lie about this shit. He didn't. He is his own promoter. Hmm. The thing is, they see Tom Brown and TGB, and they want to tell you that you know that's Earl's promoter. That's what they insinuate, right? They say he ain't his own boss. He's not his own promoter. Okay. Well, how about this? This let you know that Earl is a boss. When he told them if Jamel Charlo ain't fighting Bud Crawford, if I ain't fighting him, then Mel Charlo ain't fighting him. I don't care what he said. He telling you, bro, nigga, I call the shots over here. Let me tell you why. EJ was there with PBC and Derrick James before who came in? Mel Charlo. EJ invited him to his camp to come over there with him because he needed a change. EJ didn't have to offer or say, "Hey, check out, come over here and just chop it up and see what if you got chemistry or it can work with D James." I letting you know he not threatened by somebody who's just as talented by him. He welcomes the competition. How many other fighters gonna be like, "Hey, send that undisputed champ over here to my camp," and you know what I'm saying? Because why? They gonna be thinking, "Oh, he gonna try to take over my stable or my camp." Mm-mm. That equals great work, great competition every day. Frank Martin, Amon Rashidi, still got Burley Brooks, all these people over there. It's some dogs over there at World Class Gym. It's dogs over there. And they didn't do nothing but make both of them better as fighters. Smarter fighters. More patient. You know what I'm saying? Educated punches. Then you got Derrick James, and he's schooling them like no other. Yeah, y'all, folks be sleeping on it. Or I say Derrick James is not a trainer; he a teacher. He teach, they intake, and then react. Look what you heard. That man is the business. D. James is the business, man. And he a humble, laid back dude. That's the business. That man give out work. Mm-hmm. That man is the business, man. I know a lot of people done fell up out of here. It's all right. I'm used to it by now. Um, they don't want to hear no real content, I guess. They don't want to hear Brother Cook no more, man. We still gonna hold it down. Still gonna hold that torch. Keep on going. You gonna keep going forward, man. Cause we gonna keep cooking up in this joint. Whether it's 500 people in here, we gonna keep cooking. I'm at a point now that I'm gonna make bread off of ads. It might be what. That's why I say people can't tell me when I'm used to seeing numbers a certain way, and then they are drastically way lower. What did that tell me? Either some shit that's knocking on your door, hmm, it's some shit you don't like, or my shit is killing you. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. I'm not expecting people to cook a break down shit like me. I'm a 101. I'm a cold blooded dude. Skills from New Orleans, TWT in the building. What's good, my brother? You feel me? I refuse to dick ride to prove my shit up. Ain't no way in fuck. I refuse to cap or agree with everybody or content creator just so I can get people to feel in my life. Stop it. I can't do that. I got too much pride, too much moral, too much integrity about myself. People say they want to hear real shit, but then as soon as the real shit get dropped, these motherfuckers want to run. They don't want to stay and listen to no real shit. It's okay. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. That's why I say y'all see what's in here, what used to be in here. Now tell me where I'm lying at. I used to could not keep 40 people in this joint. Now shit, I'm struggling to keep 20 in this joint. I'm just saying, I ain't crying, ain't no complaining. I'm just calling people out on real shit that I can prove and I can see. I ain't gotta make up no narrative. I ain't gotta do all that shit. But let me go live at 1 o'clock. Different audience in this joint. 35 people in this motherfucker. 40 people in here. AM cleanup, boy, they used to be flooded in here. They see a nigga start gaining ground, becoming too much of a threat. Whoa, shit, he don't need our help no more. Let me fall back. Let me fall back. That's all. That's what they did. Let me fall back. Let me do the rock away. Yeah, now lean back. They start to feel that shit. It start getting too hot in this joint. I know. People start to give me too much. Man, you killing it over there. I get it. Then they not the same people that used to give y'all that credit. They ain't giving y'all that credit. So now y'all salty in the pants and shit. Don't be mad. Just turn up and get better. Hmm. Exactly. Like don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I know. It don't feel good. I know it don't feel good when you know what I'm saying. Folks on your helmet like that. You don't feel good when people calling you out for y'all inconsistencies and y'all bullshit. I know it don't feel good. Do it. I know. I know it don't. I know it don't. Then I in this joint. And I'm telling y'all, watch what I tell y'all. Watch when Do or T go live. Some of the same people that subbed over here, they gonna be in that motherfucker full fledged. Ain't no jealousy, but keep the same energy all the way through and through though. That's what people ask. Keep the same energy all the way through and through. So y'all mean to tell me all those people just here, just watching? Yeah. So at least 20 y'all was just sitting here just watching the whole time. And another 10 or 12 just type touche. Touche. I got you. And I'm gonna keep speaking this real shit. I'm gonna keep speaking this truth and dropping that heat, dropping the mic on y'all, dropping the guillotine on y'all motherfucking necks. I'm gonna keep doing that shit. Ricky Williams, TWT in the building. What's good, big dog? Where's happening? Dude, I knew TWT was gonna go, you know what I'm saying, be knocking on doors and you know what I'm saying, just making headlines and shaking up the airwaves. I think we all knew this shit was gonna take off, but in 6 or 7 months, the shit did bigger and better than we all probably could imagine. Let's keep it a buck. Hmm. Yeah, the mics is expensive, boy. Shh, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. So we just gonna keep turning up on them. I noticed when Ricky get the kicking his shit, you know what I'm saying? Just get the kicking this shit. T get the kicking this shit. Quee, Ash, when everybody get the kicking they shit, boy, it be people running and scrambling like marbles rolling down a hill. Boy, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. It's something about when we talk ass shit, boy. Rick know, T know, Quee know, Ash know. You get the kicking that shit, folks. Boy, it strike a nerve in folks, boy. They be like, God damn, is he talking to me? No. But if you assume I'm talking to you, then yeah, you. That what kills me, bro. People take assumption. Oh, this free fall now. The link is. Did I drop that joint? Let me drop this link. We good now. It's free fall now. It's free fall. Yeah, it's showtime. Here y'all go. I think I did copy that joint. Yep. D Free get the kicking this shit, boy. Say, I'm telling y'all, boy, it ruffle folks' feathers. That's how y'all know we own something. That's how you know our words hold weight. KQKC, my God, what it do? The singing OG in the building. Great fight call, man. Hey, man, I've been getting my fight call game up, man. I'm pretty good at this fight calling shit now, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing these calls. Brother getting kind of good, KQ. Huh. Huh. Appreciate you doing what you do, man. You inspired us to, you know what I'm saying, rock out on these fights, OGKQKC. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you doing with your passion, man. You know, it got me, T, Just, shit, my boy Coastal Boxing. Shit. You're inspiring a lot of people in the community, OGKQKC. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Don't nobody call them fights like you, man. You got that shit on Smash. You the Michael Jordan of goddamn calling them fights, OG. Hey, I'm telling you, you done inspired a lot of people to, you know what I'm saying, put more energy, more enthusiasm into they fight calls, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? We on them. We on them constant. I tapped into yours. I was live myself. Southern T was live. Just Do was live. Like, you know what I'm saying? We working, so that's what we're gonna continue to do. And more people need to come over here and get this work, man. I'll be over here cooking my ass off, man. Off the rip. It don't matter what topic is. It don't even matter. It ain't to toot my own horn. I can go off my comments and the stuff that people tell me about my content. That's when I knew. Oh yeah, you got that shit. You good. No biggie, no sweat. Easy work. But It is what it is. I'm just grateful and thankful for the people that do tap in, rock with me on a long way. They can reach me, phone number, hit me on a call, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just grateful for those people, whether it be 11 or 211, man. I just want real support. I want real folks that surround me. Some of them gonna, put up facades, and that's okay. That happens in life. But I genuinely thank everybody who do support, not just myself, the whole TWT fam and the LDBC family. Man, we all we got, man. When people realize that we all we got, people start working together a whole lot easier and a whole lot more effectively. We all we got. Think about it. They either talking about LDBC or TWT shit in this boxing community. Let's just keep it a buck. If they ain't talking about TWT, LDBC, Champ Side, Boxing Ego, and a few other brothers in sprinkled in here. Shh. They ain't talking. They ain't worried about you in boxing like that. Just keep it a buck. They mad because we came in a 6-7 month span. And it's like, hello, damn, y'all a major player already. Yeah, we just started. Y'all gave us the work and we tripled that shit. Made it do Gabby Douglas backflip. Is that blue magic? Nah, this ain't no blue magic. That's TWT magic, goddamn. Shit. Ain't no blue magic. You trying to sell my shit? Goddamn, what to do, defreeze it?
What's good, man?
You know it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know. I just like to call that shit out. What's going down? To make a real salute to you, my brother. What it do, man?
shit, I'm still working on my daggone 1K. I'm like 403 away. I'm still working on my.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
about to.
we
I'm
gonna
about.
get there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about
I
to
just
start
I
dropping
just
these
noticed
goddamn
the
videos.
mm-hmm. I just noticed, the more people that hit it and the more, clout and attention we start to get. Yeah. I know people energy was gonna change. Like, God damn, we didn't think them niggas gonna pop off that hard and that strong. I know. It makes some of y'all nervous. Some of y'all not nervous. Y'all get nervous. Y'all get real nervous because y'all see, like, damn, they got respect too. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we earning and taking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
they see
We.
these small channels
Mm-hmm,
starting to blow up. That's what it is.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
like I say,
look, what they hit me with, D Free. They gave me an announcement.
I
They done
yeah,
gave me an announcement.
you should have a trophy in your trophy case now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should have a trophy in your trophy case.
Yeah. Yeah. This like my fourth trophy. I got in there. I got some other trophies throughout the season, but sidebar, I actually pressed the wrong app.
And that trophy is going to stay with you wherever
Mm-hmm.
you go. If you join another fantasy league or whatever, and you're still
Mm-hmm.
going to have that trophy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
Yeah, I
said
bet no smoke
got
TV. What's
I got
good, fam?
I got trophies
Mm-hmm.
that I already know. I mean, I've been doing fantasy for a minute, so I got trophies on top of trophies.
Oh yeah.
So
I got like 4 trophies in there from this year alone. I'll take it. I got like 3 of those trophies from when they you had 2 of your players be getting all them points and shit.
uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun though. I can't wait for next season already. I'm ready for next season.
Yeah, I got to shit. I'm gonna do a live today around probably like around 4:30. I'm gonna do a live today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
Talk
this
about
this gonna be this
talk about
one.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
something I haven't seen nobody else talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah.
some things in the work. I ain't see too many people talk about. I seen some people mention it, but I ain't heard nobody actually cook on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Like I see a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the whole Meek Mill and, Gary Russell look, shit like that. It's just like, hey, a lot of times it don't even necessarily be them individuals themselves that start. It be folks that's with them or around
Yeah.
them that go walking off and stirring up
That's
shit.
basically what it was.
Hmm.
It wasn't them getting into a heated argument. It was more so the people that was with them, their camp that was with them.
Yep.
They jumped up. They wanted to step up and be their protectors. And those guys
Hmm.
wasn't even. They would just had a disagreement about the fight. But it
Man.
wasn't heated like that. Like Meek Mills even said, he was like, "Nah, dog, we ain't come in for that. We came in to watch the fight. We ain't
Yep.
come in for that."
Hmm. And he even said, like, I didn't, me and the Russell, I didn't come at them dudes. I didn't say nothing to them. I didn't try to start no shit. I'm there to watch a good fight, support Boots and Tank, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm going from there. Sean Clark, what's good with you, bruh? You know what I'm saying. So it was just like, man, man, your team, your circle around you, that shit important, man. That's why I'm glad I got these folks that's around me that I can call
Because
brothers or fam.
I
Cause,
think I think I think
hmm
one of the people overheard Gary Russell because Gary Russell was doing a live he was doing a live on Instagram while he was at the fight, and he was basically saying that he didn't like what he was seeing from Tank. He was like man, Tank is probably going to still get him out of here. He said, but he should have got him out here a long time ago. He said this guy ain't what it is. Tank should have got him out of here a long time ago. And then I think Gary had said something. He said, "Man, this shit fucking around go to distance because Tank ain't doing what he's supposed to do." He was like, people keep saying Tank can fuck with me. He was like, "Nah, Tank sitting in his motherfucker flat footed. Tank can't fuck with me." And I think one
hmm
of Meek Mill's people overheard him because
yeah,
because Gary was sitting next to Steven Espinosa. They were sitting right
right.
next to each other. Because when he was doing
Hmm.
the live, he was like, "Yeah, I got Steven Espinosa right here." And Steven Espinosa was like, "I see Mr. Gurry trying to be a new commentator out here." So he was sitting right next to him. So Gurry ain't gonna sit there and jump out there and try to make a big scene when you got fucking Steven Espinosa right beside you. So it was their camps that made it bigger than what it was.
Yeah, I mean, he said Tank was flat footed. He's slow. You could say, it is. I don't really care for it, but it is what it is. People talk shit all the time, so you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It is what it is. It's like you can say that, but don't take away that Tank did put up a good performance. Shit, Hector Garcia came to fight. I disagree with you in ways, Gary, because Hector Garcia came to fight. Shit, he wasn't finna just lay down and let Tank just maul over his ass. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
like,
like I say, everybody expect me to jump on Gary Russell's side because that's my folks or whatever. But no, I mean Gary Russell and
you a
Tank
fan
Davis fight
first.
too. Yeah, they
Hmm.
fight two styles of fighting. It's two different styles. Gary
Hmm.
Russell he has a different style than what Tank Davis fight. It's similar, but it's different because Gary
Yeah,
Russell you use a little more movement, and Tank Davis pretty much stay in the pocket for the most part.
that's it. Gary Russell got a higher output.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
throw his
gonna
hands
fight. He
more.
gonna box, but Gary gonna still be active. He
Yeah,
gonna utilize a constant jab.
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Tank Davis is more of a counter puncher than, and Gary Russell is a more of a pressure. I mean, not I ain't gonna say a pressure fighter, but he throws his hands. He
Hmm.
throws his hands, and Tank Davis is more of a counter puncher. So it's two different styles of fighting. So I mean,
Hmm.
I didn't agree what he was saying because we all know Tank Davis. He likes to set up his shots. He's not going to just go out there and just take a person out. He's going to set his shot up. So
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit, y'all can get it on. Is Gary cleared to fight? Or he still?
he's still rehabbing, but he's I say he's probably at like 85, maybe 90%. He's probably at like 85, maybe 90%. He ain't 100%, but he's damn near at 100.
Mm-hmm.
I see him working out in the gym or whatever. So he's damn near at 100, but he's not quite all the way back yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured. I said he probably about 80, 85%. Then once he probably about the next month or so, he probably be good.
Yeah, because he had that surgery late last year. He like around
Mm-hmm.
the summertime last year. It was, I think it was right before his father's passing or right after his father passing. He had his surgery. So, and I know his father passed in July. So he had it late because he was trying to not have the surgery done. He wanted to
Mm-hmm.
try to heal on his own, but they was like, no, you need to get the surgery.
Mm-hmm. And probably just something that he need to get surgery on a long time ago, but he been able to wheel and deal and get through it, heal up on his own, ice stem, stretch it out, and then
Yeah,
keep
because
on going. But he getting
that's the
older
same.
now, so
Yeah,
it's the same
that's the
shoulder.
same.
So.
Yeah, that's the same injury that he had got when he fought King Tuck. It's the same. It's
Mm-hmm.
the same injury. It's just it wasn't as bad when he fought King Tuck. That's when he injured it. That's when he actually first injured it when he fought King Tuck. But then in this last fight with Maseo, we saw the effects of him not getting the surgery done. He couldn't
Mm-hmm.
throw it after the fourth round.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I hope. I mean, we should be seeing him in the ring sometime this year. He said he's working on a fight, so he should be getting in the ring sometime this year. We know his little brother about to get in the ring. They still haven't made a date on that fight yet, but it's for the WBA title. They just haven't made a
Mm-hmm.
date on it.
Yep. And then we got Ponce and Matias. Hopefully it keep on going how it's going, because that's gonna be the IBF championship fight. You can get Gary for the WBA. Regis got the WBC. Josh still got the other one, WBO and shit,
WBO?
in the ring.
Yeah,
So it's like things lining up. So now that's why I say Haney got
yeah,
options.
because now if Antoine get that fight, um, he's gonna get those big fights that we want to see him in there with. Now he's been
Oh
working
yeah.
his way up. He's been working his way up or whatever. But now, if he does what I believe he will, he beats Alberto and get that WBA title. Now is everybody is hunting for him. Everybody that's in the WBA
Hmm.
ranking system is hunting for him, and then maybe he could set up a unification with one of those other guys.
Hmm. Yeah. So I want to say, getting that belt. That's why I'm like, man, it gives you some type of leverage, man, where you gonna have to like, you gotta respect it, and now you have something that people want.
Uh,
It's
the
the
one
super
thing I
belt.
would say about the one thing I would say about Antoine is he's in a division where those guys are not going to duck him. Now Josh Taylor might, but the other guys they're not going to duck him. Like when
Yeah,
his older
my
brother was in the
TS.
division,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, his older brother he was in a division where those guys didn't want to fight Gary. They didn't want to fight him. But Antoine is in a division where those guys are not going to duck him. If he calling them out and he want to unify, those guys are going to unify with him. So we
Yeah.
should if he get that belt, we should see some big fights in the horizon for Antoine as well as those other guys. We want to see Antoine in there with those other guys, see how they look facing each other. We probably would see that more than likely we would see that.
Because I know you got Matias, you got Puello not gonna duck him. I don't think Ponce will duck him. Regis won't duck him. Like, he got people that are actually be like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
what you want. I mean, that's what you want. You want people to be like,
Now, what
let's go,
what
let's
it's
get that
doing is
work.
it's setting up bad news for those guys like Tio. Setting up bad news for those type of guys.
Oh,
Tio
oh yeah.
and Montana Love
Mm-hmm.
and Ryan Garcia is setting up some bad news for those guys because they got to fight one of those guys. You want to be a champion, you got to fight one of those guys that we know is coming out there to knock your head off. Because
Hell yeah.
Antoine, Regis, we all know those guys can punch. We know those guys can punch. They coming in and knock your head off.
Mm-hmm.
Even Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, he's coming in there to beat you up. He might not be the puncher as those other guys, but he's gonna beat you up. He a dirty little fighter. He gonna beat you up.
Mm-hmm. You gonna do something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 140 starting to look like the hot division right now. It's starting to look like it might be the hot division.
Man, it's shaping up. That's what you want. Chris Brown 4-5. What's good, bro? What's good? I missed you. What's happening, my dude? Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. 140, the pieces of being put in play. Like if 47 would have got the undisputed, we would have known all the pieces would have been in play, and then we'll be waiting to see who next. Defend, go up, and then the belts disperse, and then it'll be basically what 140 is doing. The belts are starting to disperse, and people starting to fight for them. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was so. It was more of like moving the wave, shifting the tide forward. Like 47, like if they would have got undisputed, we could have like you shift the wave. So EJ go up because he was gonna be Bud. EJ go up, them belts free up. I think Bud gonna stay at 47. And then you got Boots, Hunter, Ben, Virgil, you know what I'm saying? And just that wave of the next young crop, whoever comes up from 140, and that's
Still
who's
got
gonna
to
be
keep
fighting.
Thurman.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
you still got
Thurman
to keep
there too.
Thurman down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thurman
still got
still
to
there. So I mean, you got Stanny on this, you got Butail. I mean, they ain't like the top, but shit, they ain't at the bottom feeders either. You know,
And
so it's just like
you know who might end up taking. I ain't gonna say Speedy is not
breaking up free.
my my bad. I ain't gonna say Speedy's not at the top of the division anymore because he took a loss. Um, to where we were saying he's one of those guys that they gotta face. But the person that
Mm-hmm.
might end up taking his spot if he get a shot is Brian Norman Jr. Because Brian Norman
He'll
Jr. is
not get.
another guy that's at 147.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to see that man I want to see that man in there with somebody. Shit, fuck,
Mm-hmm.
put him in there with Speedy.
Mm-hmm.
Speedy just took a
Shit, put him in
loss.
there with Boots. Shit, fuck that.
Yeah, you can put him in there
Like
with
nigga.
Boots too.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, I wouldn't mind seeing Boots fight Vila, cause Vila can crack.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And see, I know a lot of people say, Boots was fighting a guy that was just trying to survive. Yeah, he was. He was fighting a guy that was just trying to survive. But in the midst of that man trying to survive, he still was hitting Boots with some shots.
I mean,
And I
he
heard
was
people
trying
say,
to survive, but at the same time, he was still fighting, cause he was
yeah,
catching Boots with some flush ass shots. Like after like round
hey,
6 or 7, like every round after that, he caught him with flush shots multiple times. Each round after that, all the way to the end. I'm like, bruh, he's still the
yeah,
goods with dog. I seen now you can get off your game plan. That is what you can't
yeah.
do against Earl Spence. You can't get off your
And
game
that's
plan
that,
against Earl Spence.
and that's what I was saying. With somebody like a Earl Spence, Boots is still the goods. Take nothing away from him. Boots is still the goods. He's just not on the level of a Earl Spence. Now he might be able to hang with Bud Crawford because, like I said, I don't see nothing special with Bud Crawford. And from what everybody was talking about, how Bud Crawford looked at 140 and at 135, Bud Crawford looked like he's on the decline. So I believe Boots can hang with Bud Crawford, but Earl Spence is a different animal. Earl Spence is somebody that's not going to deviate from his game plan. He's going to stay on his game plan, even if it seems like it's not working. He's going to make a slight adjustment, but he's going to stay on the game plan. He's not going to deviate. I've seen other people go away from the game plan, become a slugger, and just try to get the man out there. Earl takes his time and just systematically breaks you down until either your body collapse or they end up stopping the fight. Or you might survive to the 12th round, but you're gonna get beat up all the way to the 12th round.
And shit, you might get that decision, or he might get a decision on you, but you gonna be out probably damn near a year after that though.
Yeah.
And what another thing, they give people give Boots and Bud time to think. You're not gonna have that time to think and sit there and try to, set up and mastermind your shots. This man is
Nope.
an educated pressure fighter who got a jab and a body attack that's vicious, that's coming at you. Like, you're gonna have to get on your back foot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to get on your back foot. And
And that's what
Karen
I'm saying.
and Karen took all of Boots' best shots. Boots hit that man flush multiple times, y'all. Multiple,
Yep.
multiple times. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to say that, oh, he was fighting Sean Porter, a proven fighter. What has Karen proved to us other than that he can box, he got a decent chin, and he ain't gonna lay down?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we
And see,
don't knock nobody. Like, yeah, they got the skills, but just because you got all the skills don't mean you can put them all together. How many fighters have we seen got all the skill in the world, but they can't put it all together in the ring?
right.
We seen that many a times. Many a times. You're like, bro, he can do this, but he don't even do it.
That's the thing I said about Boots. Yeah, Boots got the skills and this and that, and he can punch. But what if Earl Spence can take your punch? What you gonna do now? Because we saw Karen take his punch. So who's to say who to say Earl can't take the punch? And we know Earl is a better fighter than Karen. So now that Earl felt your punch and he realized that you can't hurt him, now you got another problem on your hand because now you can't hurt that man. So that's why I said I know that Boots got the skills, but I seen Boots get beat. I seen him get beat 3 times, and I know everybody said the amateurs don't count, but the person that beat Boots 3 times has a similar style to the way Earl Spence fight. He has a similar style. And he stayed on top of Boots. He didn't let Boots be able to box. Boots had to sit there and fight that whole fight. And he got beat 3 times out of the 4 fights. He got beat 3.
It wasn't no fluke because he did it multiple times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got the skills. Like a lot of these fighters, they talented and got skills, man. But it's like it's people say it's levels to boxing for a reason. Like they got around the same amount of fights. Boots got 2 more than EJ at this point, right? But in those 30 fights that Boots got and the 28 that EJ got, the level of competition is what stands out the most. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want the other people's backyard under the big lights for his first championship. Earl wasn't stunned under the big lights.
Right.
He fought a better version of Kell Brook, who was a dope, viable opponent when he fought Kell Brook. So he went to his backyard. They had a good fight. Then he turned it on and broke his face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and this is the thing. This is the thing. When Earl Spence was fighting that level of competition that Boots is fighting now, everybody said, "Oh, Earl fighting some bums." But when Boots fight him, oh, look how spectacular Boots look.
Mm-hmm.
Earl was doing the same thing. Earl was doing the same thing. He was getting those guys out of there, and y'all was saying he was fighting bums. But when Boots is fighting them, y'all saying, look how spectacular Boots look. So are y'all a fan of the sport?
Let's not forget.
Fan of the sport, y'all just hate EJ.
You know what it is. Let's not forget. Before that fight, everybody had Kell Brook winning. They said EJ was too young. He wasn't gonna be able to handle the crowd in Sheffield, and the lights was gonna be too big for him, and all that type of shit.
Right. And Earl Spence did something that nobody else did. Earl Spence went across the pond into that man's backyard and beat that man into submission.
Yep. So then took Ugas belt, broke his face, whooped his ass, beat Sean Porter, made that man think about retiring. So, you can have the victory you got, Terrence. He took his belt, and the man thought about retiring after him, even though he said, "Yeah, I want that rematch." He was thinking about retiring then.
Yeah.
He was already,
I,
he already had his mind made up. And when he saw Bud, that he was retiring regardless. So it's like, okay,
yeah.
but skills. I mean, he dude wasn't actually running like that. I mean, Boots just got to get better at cutting off the ring. That's the thing. People said
Yeah.
Floyd was
That's
a
what
runner
I
because
keep
he
telling
got footwork and he know how
That's
to
what
use angles and stuff like that. It wasn't about him running. He was gonna survive, but then at the same time, he not gonna just let Boots just tee off on him. Come on,
right.
bro.
And see
That's just that. Why would you let a person tee off on you? That man was turning and using angles on Boots. See, people don't want because they Boot got the footwork. He got all that. He'll switch hitter and all that stuff. That's great. He can do all that. But that man footwork and movement was causing Boots some problems. It was.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
straight up.
And that's what I
Then
said.
he
And that's
stood
what I
in the
said.
pocket with Boots on numerous occasions, and he was rocking Boots' bail. What? Boots ate it, but I mean, I seen back to back, boom, boom. I'm talking about Boots' head turning and everything. We can't make this up.
Yeah, and that's what I say. If you a superb boxer the way everybody say you are, you should be able to know how to cut the ring off. That's part of boxing, learning how to cut the ring off. So if you can't cut the ring off, we can't say you a superb boxer if you don't know how to cut the ring off. You a good boxer, but we can't say you a superb boxer. You don't know how to cut the ring off. And I'm not saying he don't know how to cut the ring off because he did it, but he got away from it. And that's why I said his IQ might not be as high as everybody think it is. And people were like, oh, you say he got a bad IQ? No, I'm not saying he got a bad IQ. I'm just saying it might not be as high as everybody think it is.
He has IQ, but he showed that his focus factor can be broken, or it can be shaken, or it can be rattled for a second to get you off your game plan. That's all you need.
Yep. And that's why
Well,
I say
now we can't even say he
I
a
don't think
master
he's gonna
class
win.
because hold on. We can't say he a master class because we didn't know shit about Karen before this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I mean, I'm expecting you to get knocked out, but everybody expected him to get the knockout. And then now what? Now everybody went, well, he was this, he was that. Now the man fought better than people expected because everybody assumed that Boots was gonna go in here and maul this dude. That's what they was expecting. They thought that he was just gonna go in here, Karen was gonna lay down, and he was gonna get this knockout, and it was gonna be butterfly and roses and celebrations and all that. But what happened? Shit,
And
Boots got. Yeah, you see in the interview, Boots kept them shades on because he had that nugget on his eye.
and that's
Come on.
another thing as far as a master class boxer because Boots always talk about he don't study his opponent. He just worry about himself. Well, if you're a master class boxer, you're gonna study your opponent to know what they do well, so you can take away what they do well. That's what Derek James said. He said we don't study what flaws you have. We study what you do well because we need to take away what you do well because the flaws yeah, you can cover up your flaws in the following fight. Those flaws that you had in the last fight might not be there in the next fight, but what you do well is always going to be there. So we need to know
Mm-hmm.
what you do well. That's why Derek James is the best trainer in the sport of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks.
Okay, skills.
All
You
right.
say the only thing Boots did bad was headbutting. Nah, he did more than just headbutt, and they ain't taken away from him. Hell, shit, he stopped using his jab effectively like he should. It was times where he got away from his jab and was throwing haymakers and missing badly.
He got
Like,
away from
bruh,
going to the body as well. He
dog.
was going to the
I'll be
body
honest.
in the first
I
four
don't
rounds.
never see Earl swinging like that, even loading up on shots and swinging and missing that bad. I'm talking about it wasn't close. It was like how Canelo was missing against Caleb Plant. Like I've
Yeah,
never seen Boots miss that bad. Like literally, like he was swinging at air.
multiple
Like
times.
I'm like, damn, Boots. That's how I knew them folks was in there trying to fight, not box. They weren't using
Yep.
all their skill and technique. Them were folks in there trying to box because they knew they had knockout artists on the main card. They thought that Andre was gonna get a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Like they had people they on that card that was known for getting knockouts and shit like that, and some of those didn't play out into fruition. Some of them fighters that was on that card, a lot of them was predicated on trying to get a knockout.
Everybody
Not
wanted to
use
be
their skills. They was trying to get knockouts. Look how
you know,
Andrade and Nicholson starting off from the bell ring one of Nicholson and Andrade. He ran and charged straight at the dude like a bull. You look up, they on the ropes on the ground. Bro, that's not skill and technique.
you know what
Niggas
I
just
saw?
trying to brawl.
I saw everybody wanted to steal the show. They all wanted to be the
Yep.
highlight of the show instead of just going in there and fighting your fight. They all wanted to be the highlight of the show. That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm. And who was the most patient person on the card? The person that was used to being under the lights. Tank.
Tank.
The most
Tank was the only one.
I say
was the
him.
only one that's like, I've been here before.
Even Vito Melnicki, he was comfortable, and they wasn't on the main card, but you know what I'm saying. He was on the big card. Vito Melnicki was even comfortable. He looked good. It was like Trayvon Marshall. That card, even though he was the one on the main card, he went in there and handled his business. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Folks got to make sure they focus on their game plan, and know what the opponent is bringing to the table. Like, why wouldn't I study my opponent so I can be prepared for what he do well and what he doesn't do well? Like, that just don't make no sense to me as if I'm a fighter. That's like a quarterback doing film study over defense. Why would you not go study the defense when they got 20 picks on the season and you the quarterback and got to throw the ball? Don't you want to know? Like, that's doing yourself a disservice.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I'm a fighter and I'm going into a fight, I'ma study my opponent from the time we signed that daggone paperwork to make this fight until the week of the fight. I'm studying my opponent. I need to know everything this man do. I need to know how he react when he take a big punch. I need to know what he do to set up his punches. I need to know everything about that man.
Wait a minute. Well, no, Skills, you taking it the wrong way, bro. You talking about y'all talking like he lost or something. Bro, we can critique what he did wrong.
Yeah,
I even told the man, that's a good, hold on, D3, that's a good win, good victory and all that, but we can critique and point out your flaws just like they do Earl Spence. It's okay for people to critique Earl Spence on the smallest thing, but then you say, oh, well, he did this, he didn't do that. That Earl would have did what Boost did and missed and would have went 12 with a Karen. The whole internet would have been talking about it.
We would be doing the same thing right now.
They sweeping it right under the rug. What Boost didn't do right or that in that doing. Nah, bro, we not saying none of that he a bad fighter. Like, clear what we saying, he the good, but you still got to put it together. He wasn't even your best opponent, and you look worse against him than you did in your last fight. That's all we saying. Yeah, the big lights could have got to him and all that, but the way people put Boots on his pedestal, like he the best person at 147, we just showed he's not. That's all that.
So everybody is
hey, critiquing is not discrediting nobody on their skills or what they can or what they can't do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nobody in here said the man was trash or he couldn't fight or he wasn't the goods. Just because you're the goods don't mean you know how to put it all together. I was expecting a better performance. That's all I'm saying. And then the stuff that I said that we spoke on to critique, that's the stuff we talking about. You can't do that against certain fighters. Because if Earl did it, we'll be saying you can't do that against Bud or Boots or somebody else. Why? Because they have tools to react to that. Right. That's all that is. Ain't nobody bad night. Everybody have a bad night. I'm still going as a true boxing content creator, a media content creator, all as a whole. Shit, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I say early, the great fighters, they still got a way to win, even if it's not their best night. That's what the Hall of Famers and the greats do. Even if it's not their best night, guess what? They find a way to win. That's what Boots did. He found his way to win, even with stuff that he might have lacked in. He won the fight clearly, but in doing so, we seen some stuff that you can't do against a better opponent. That's it. That's all.
Nobody's above criticism because when Earl Spence went out there and beat the shit out of Ugas. He beat the shit out of Ugas. Sent that man to the hospital. Beat the shit out of Ugas. What everybody was talking about. Oh, Earl Spence can't be sitting there looking for his mouthpiece because if that was Bud, he'd have been knocked out. So if we could sit there and talk about what Earl Spence did wrong in a fight where he beat the shit out of Ugas, we could talk about what all these other fighters did wrong in their fights as well.
What? Because what only thing they take him from Earl is like, oh, he get his mouthpiece fell. Ugas, or no, Ugas hit him, stole off on him. He was hurt. He was hurt. That's all you hear about.
Nobody's above criticism. Everybody get criticized in what they do bad. Everybody gets criticized on their flaws.
Boo-Boo. He can fight, but Boo-Boo's style is gonna get him fucked up. His style is gonna get him fucked up against somebody that's an active jabber and that's gonna bring the fight to him for real. That style is going to get that man told the fuck up against a Morel, a Charlo, Caleb Plant, Benavidez. I'm sorry, that ain't gonna cut it. Do that mean he can't fight? He got skills, but his style is not conducive to beating those dudes at 168.
No, I said that yesterday. From what we seen from Andrade, no, his power didn't translate, and you going in there with Caleb Plant and Benavidez and all those guys up there, you got to bring something better than what you brought Saturday night. Because what we saw Saturday night, you're going to have your first loss fighting against one of those guys. You possibly get stopped. Because we saw you get rocked by a jab. When Desmond hit him with that stiff jab, Boo-Boo got rocked.
Stepped back, buckled and everything. Yeah, Quee, exactly. Wasn't hurt, smile, and resume to whooping the dog shit out of Ugas. But that's all they want to talk about. Oh, he got hurt. What? See, he got hurt by Ugas. Bud gonna knock him out. They totally erased him dismantling and killing Ugas. Oh, Ugas just stood in front of him. No, he made him stand in front of him. You see what I'm saying? This is like the total discredit. That's why I say Boots ain't even got to the level where they gonna discredit him yet, because they loving him right now. You know what I'm saying? Just wait till he start beating some of their favorite fighters and watch how the tide change. So when you start beating their favorites, boy, you're gonna be public enemy number one.
Everybody is loving Boots because they think that's the next man that's supposed to take Earl Spence off the throne, because they know, just like we know, that Bud is not the one that's going to take Earl off the throne. They believe it's going to be Boots. So that's why they giving Boots all his praise. But soon as Boots lose to Earl, or soon Earl move out of division and Boots get those titles,
he was too young. He wasn't ready.
Boots ain't fight nobody.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for EJ. But now that's what y'all told us. He the goods. He the best person at welterweight. Even though EJ got the belts and Bud got one of them, it's people that say he the number one welterweight. I've heard plenty of people. He beats all of them at 47. Yeah, he does. That's what y'all pushing. Yeah, he beats all of them at 47. Nobody ain't touching Boots. Really? Okay. All right. And I done got an argument. I done had the debate with people. They telling me that Boots is gonna wash EJ. Wash, boy. Woman, please. Wash him. Nobody's watching EJ.
Nobody.
You might be able to beat him, but that's gonna be a tough task even beating him. Like you're gonna have a time of your life trying to beat Earl Spence. Like you're gonna have to go to another level.
The only way I see EJ getting washed is that he's at the end of his career. He can no longer fight the way he fights anymore. That's the only way I can see him getting washed.
Yeah, because based on what I'm seeing from some of these fights, I'm like, oh no, y'all boys won't. If y'all think that shit that EJ smoke is sweet, y'all go ahead and hop in that ring, man. It's gonna be some hurt and mad folks. When they see the outcome, ain't nothing that they thought it was gonna be. Nothing. And then listen to each opponent that fought this man. They tell you that, man, he's strong. You can't move him. You can't do this. That mean that man is sturdy. He's solid. His base, his his balance is on point. He's rarely out of position to punch. Like, bro, it's too many things that comes with this dude in fighting. Again, Tim Bradley had to go back and retract on his word. You can go pull it up on the internet. That man was like, man, I stand corrected on Earl Spence. Earl Spence, it can box, man. He can box. He can set traps, y'all. He's like, man, Terrence gonna be in trouble, bro. He's like, I gotta give respect. I slept and disrespected Earl Smith's boxing skill. But look at this film right here. Watch this. And he broke it down. I was shocked Tim Bradley even done it. But he had to keep it 100. He had to keep it 100.
Everything come to light when the nigga's knocking on your door. Once that nigga knocking on your door, everything come to light. Even Bomac even said, nah, Earl Spence got skills. But at first they were saying Earl Spence is one-dimensional.
Was one-dimensional. He was basic. He was vanilla. He basic. He one-dimensional. Yeah. That sounds good. All this stuff sound real good, don't it? It sound remarkable until it's getting closer to the time where you actually got to go see this dude. So you can't put this hurdle or obstacle in front of him, and it's right here. Bud, you had it right here. The nigga was standing outside your house on your block. Like, what's up? Let's get it.
You know what that is? You know what that come from? They saying Earl Spence is one-dimensional and all that stuff. He basic, and he don't do this, he don't do that. But once that opportunity is at your door and you can't escape that opportunity, now they got to try to make it seem they got to retract what they said and give Earl Spence his credit, because there's a possibility that they're going to lose. So now they want to say, oh, we didn't lose to no basic fighter. We lost to somebody that's one of the best at the division. Now they got to give him his credit, because they know there's a possibility you're going to lose this fight.
Yeah, Skills, I say it's two. Bud could possibly be Spence. Boots could. But will they? I don't think so.
Now, not from what I've been saying. I don't think neither one of them are ready for Earl Spence. And like I said, I believe Boots is the next man up. He's the goods. He's the next man up. I just don't think he's ready for Earl Spence. From what I saw Saturday night, he's not ready for Earl Spence right now. He's not.
He a talented fighter. He up next, but I kept telling people he a step or a stride behind Earl Spence, bro. Like, even with all that athleticism and skill and all that, who we don't see Boots just really manhandling and demolishing folks. He might get the stoppage, but who are you just destroying, like, before the knockout? Like, we just seen you hit him with some good shots, but who are you, like, for 6-7 rounds straight? We see you just dominate him and stop him. Like, the fighters you done fought haven't put up that resistance or have not skilled enough for that. We done seen EJ have to break people's wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally have to break a champion's wheel.
See, another thing they got to remember is Boots is only, 24, 25? Earl
25.
Spence is 30. Yeah, Earl Spence is 32 years old, about to be 33 if he's not 33 yet.
He'll be 33 in March, just like me. I already know.
Yeah, so he's 32 years old. That's a grown man fighting a young man, and that grown man been fighting at the highest level for the past 6-7 years. He's been fighting at the highest level. This young man hasn't been fighting at the highest level yet. So it's a whole lot still to be learned for Boots. Earl Spence is still learning as well, but Earl Spence is pretty much capitalized on everything he needs to know. I mean, you always can learn more, but he's fighting at the highest level. Boots hasn't made that to that level yet.
The only thing he's doing is polishing and fine-tuning shit. That's all he's doing. He is the fighter who he's going to be. He ain't pulled out certain tools because he ain't really had to. Like, yeah. That's why I say that man is special, dog. EJ is special. How many fighters can we see beat you at your own game? You know what I'm saying? And do your game, your style better than you. Like, that takes a different level of mental fortitude, intestinal fortitude, and just IQ altogether. I'm gonna do what you do, but I'm gonna do it better because I'm a more fundamental, polished fighter. I know how to stay
Yeah.
in punching
And
position all the time.
that's the reason why I believe that even Jamel can't beat Earl Spence
Man.
because we saw Jamel deviate from the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Earl Spence ain't coming off his game plan. We saw that in the Brian Castano fight. He did not do what Derek James was telling him what to do. He wasn't doing it. Derek James tell Earl Spence what to do one time, and Earl Spence go out there and do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I believe Earl Spence will beat Jamil.
Yeah, I got him beating him. I mean, they spar, so he
I hear
know
a lot
he
of
know
people.
what the power hitting like. But he even know that he know he Mel. I mean, Earl is way more disciplined than Mel. We have seen Mel get off his game plan and just be all it on his emotions and just want to go bang 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 bang, and you got a box of somebody that can cause you some trouble and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a tough fight because you know what I'm saying. EJ still got to watch out from getting cracked by Mel. But the thing is, he used to getting hit by Mel. Different gloves, minus the headgear, but then
Mel Mel got to watch
he gonna
out.
get the same treatment from
Mel got
EJ
to
because
watch
he
out
know
the
when
same thing.
EJ hit, like he told y'all, he hit like he a 168 pounder. You know what I'm saying? A 175 pounder. He's like, so he gonna have to feel EJ punches without the headgear and stuff too. The difference is EJ gonna stick to the game plan. He gonna work Mel body. He gonna do all that. Edgar Chavez, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you, man. And yeah, skills. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, that's a good stance. Mel the only one, but by KO, not by boxing and boots, not yet. Like I'm just saying, if they come on a perfect night, based off the skill and what we know that each fighter have, if it is something that could possibly beat them, it's only a couple that could possibly do it. But I don't even think they're gonna do it.
You got you got to be a strong-minded individual to beat Earl Spence. You got to be strong-minded and very disciplined in order to beat Earl Spence.
And have a gas tank too. Because don't get tired against EJ. Don't get tired because he gonna punish you because he gonna know you tired, and then he's going to go into ultra punishment mode. Straight up, he gonna go into punishment mode. And if you got a gas tank problem and he constantly banging your body, he might knock you out to the body.
Yeah. And I understand why people sit here and sit here and want to say Earl Spence is on steroids and all that because they haven't seen a man at that size beat people the way he beat people. This man is breaking bones and dislocating eye sockets and everything. So I understand. Y'all never seen that before. So it's only human nature to say, man, this man got to be on something. But he's not. It's just him. Shit.
Right. Even as hard as Tank Davis punch, he ain't even broke nobody eye socket yet. And that says a lot because Tank be cracking folks. Now, if Tank had a higher output, he might be breaking folks' face. But EJ has that output, and he got good punch placement. You know what I'm saying? With a gas tank. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, that boy hitting different. And people think about that. They be like, man, he broke his face. Look at his face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
The thing is about EJ is most people is not they not ready for what EJ is gonna give you because when you in there with EJ, you gotta be willing to fight all 36 minutes. You gotta be willing to fight all 36 minutes because he's gonna make you fight all 36 minutes. So if you're not
Mm-hmm.
prepared to fight all 36 minutes, you might as well say you might as well not take the fight because he's gonna make you fight all 36 minutes.
Breaking up free. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to fight. And then that's why he said what he said. I know Terrence Crawford's secret. They don't these. I know a lot of these fighters secret. They don't really want to fight. They want to box, but they don't really want to fight. Fight. I could box and fight. You know what I'm saying? Mike Biggs, boxing, TWT in the building. What's good with you, bruh? Drop that flame for you. You know, I be sitting back just laughing because I'm like, bruh, y'all got the game totally messed up. If y'all think it's just gonna be easy peasy and folks just finna walk in and watch Earl Spence. I'm like, boy, I don't know what dope y'all on. Whatever dope y'all on, man. That's all I can say. Whatever dope they on, it must be good as hell. I mean, it must be some of the finest A1 Perico in the world, boy. You might beat them, but you're gonna go through awards and some beating to beat them. And Earl the master, his defense, he probably got the best defense at 47, bro. They don't want to tell y'all that, but EJ probably got the best defense at 47. That's what they don't want to tell you. Because if they do that, then guess what? They gotta admit that that boy is that good. See what I'm saying? Because they want you to think that EJ is a offensive juggernaut. Because I mean, Everlast came out with it, man. So it's like they took responsibility for it, like other folks did. Bud didn't make no whole situation about his gloves like Tyson Fury did. Like I mean, I can't really go in on it because Bud showed us that he achieved. All right, we can y'all hear me? We back. Y'all, StreamYard kicked me out. All right, we back, y'all. We back. Yeah, StreamYard just it told me it was been an error, but it's not your fault. I'm like, okay, let me make sure we cool. PSA Crush the Legend, TWT in the building, PA in the building, my brother. Yeah, so we back. But yeah, skills. Hey, leave and come back. Cause I can hear everything. So it must be everything must be still it must be still be good. But if you can't hear, just leave and come back. You should be good, bro. It'll do that sometimes. Like it be janky sometimes. Yeah, but Earl, see the thing is again, y'all, this is what people fail to realize about Earl Spence, man. Earl Spence, the subtle movements and subtle, like they want to do all this flashiness, right? But Earl doesn't predicate his game off of doing stuff that's flashing. He predicate his game on doing stuff that's effective, that's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they get this whole notion that, oh yeah, he's doing something. It's this, it's that. No, bro, y'all sleeping on the fact that this man is is killing shit. Little subtle little movements or the little subtle. Oh, okay, skills. I mean, not skills. Okay, AB. Okay, I like that one. He done freaked this joint. All right. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. All right, there we go. Yep, I got it. Mm-hmm. I'll be all right. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. I'll be all right. I'm cool, Quee. It's all good. It's all right. Let me pin this link. I was over here downloading shit. Let me pin this link. We'll rock out about 40 more minutes and we out the way. Uh, post this. Basketball is a long season. 2 weeks ain't that bad. It's a long season. Like if this was football, honey bun, yeah, it'll suck real bad. Cause you get 2 weeks in football, you damn near like there we go. We got a pen. There's that pen that joint. All right, we cool now. Yeah, so I know I still want the Kyrie. Don't get it twisted. But I'll be fine. That's why you line up a team. I know. I still got Tatum though. That's the key. Him and Tatum never played on the same days. So it's like, you know, I'll make a move. It ain't nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm on the other one too. Oh, shit. I gotta add something. Y'all see two G5s up, that's because I gotta add something. I gotta add this to my stream yard. It's easy to do it on my other device. Bam. Soon as this finish downloading, I gotta let y'all see this other one AB done put together. I'm gonna let y'all see it. It's processing. All right. Hey, here we go. AB on the job yet again, y'all. That boy AB cold, y'all. I'm telling you, our team, it boy, we got everything we need in this joint. Ooh, wait, yowzers in this joint. Mm-hmm. Yowzers, man. Oh yeah, yowzers. I got y'all. Let me see. Let me see how it sound over here on the tablet, y'all. Kui, I'm working on your intro now, Kui. Your new one. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's fire right there. That's fire. That's fire in the hole right there, boy. Mm-hmm. Okay. And see what I'm finna do now. Quee, I'm whipping you up now, girl. Gonna start. Gonna make sure you straight. Boom. All right. So now we can do that. I got you. I got you. I got you. I already know. Jay Gibson, TWT in the building, my brother. What it do? And then he got two of them. You see how he just took the template off the first one. See, this the first pool break, but he tweaked the joint. See the difference? Here go the first one. Remember it explode. It kind of paused. I don't like that. It kind of paused, but I'm gonna tweak that joint. You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna have that joint A1 Yodi. I'm gonna have it A1, y'all. That's what we gonna do. But I pinned the link. You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanna hop up, I pin that joint back. We got about get 30 more minutes and shit. We gonna be done anyway. But y'all wanna shoot the shit? It's open now. The flow is open as we always do. You know, cover and hit on a little bit of everything. Cause we just, you know what I'm saying? We just that thorough with this shit. So, you know, there we go. But again, though, man, I hope people don't mistake or, think, people discrediting and fight us because you can point out flaws, man. That's one of the things that get a lot of people in all type of weird ass arguments or disagreements because they assume a critique is a form of hatred or discrediting or something like that. No, everybody got room for improvement. Everybody can get better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can up their game, step their shit up. Everybody can. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Anthony Mazzano, what's going on, man? Salute to you, Ant. Like that's something I want. I really need people to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like it's back as off night. Everybody has a performance not their best. So what? We just gonna be mad at folks now because they have a difference of opinion. Mm, I mean, that's silly as shit. Hey, y'all, let me show you. I'll show you what I'm working on. Y'all want to see what I'm doing? Cool, here you go. We just getting started. I don't like that little pause in it though. Now, I'm just adding in the pictures and shit. I'm just adding in the pictures. Oh, it is. Hey, congrats on that, Anthony Mazzano. Became an uncle, man. Congrats to you and the fam. Y'all got a new addition to the family, man. So, congrats to you guys. Just having another addition, come to the family. Congrats to you and the fam, man. Brother, sister, whoever, responsible on that's your blood relative, man. Congrats to the fam. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, hold on. All right, bro. Like, I don't like this little pause break in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you play it, you got to pause. Like, let me see. Y'all hear it, right? You just gonna pause and start back. I mean, you just got to somebody that came to fight. I mean, you get off the game playing a little bit, or you go for a knockout. Sometimes you're going for a knockout. You're loading up on punches, like you swinging for the fence. So it's like, you know, shit happens. That's what what I'm saying. Make people show some type of level of resiliency. just in their in they fight game, just whether it's them odds or university or something from some ain't up and keep kicking me out. So appreciate y'all. It's been another dope one, man. Thank y'all for y'all support as always. We got to roll up out here though.